Welcome back. Good morning to Mike Ferry TV. This past week, I had a fun little 30-day talk I did in downtown Los Angeles for a great group of real estate agents. I want to share with you today a synopsis of that because I think that as we look at 2016, which is staring us in the face, and we're participating in it, hopefully at a high level, I think that what I said to them might apply to you. What I did is I summarized a conversation that I had about 2 weeks ago with an agent that called me who had inquired about coming to our seminars and being involved with my company. And basically what he was saying is, prove to me that I should work with you versus somebody else. And of course, my attitude was, I don't have to prove it to you, son. I think if you want to produce at a higher level, you'll get involved with a company that can help you do that. But what I said to him was the following. I said, there are basically 9 thoughts that any agent at any level of productivity has to be reminded of if they're going to move forward in their business. And I'm assuming you're watching this show each week with the purpose of moving ahead with your business. And if you are, then I think these 9 thoughts apply. Now, I'm always being criticized because I have so many thoughts that I keep producing, whether it be in seminars or workshops or retreats or CDs or DVDs or in written reports. But guess what? There's a lot to learn. You know, if you think you know it all, then you got a problem way beyond what we can solve. So here's the 9 thoughts I gave this young guy, and he was at first hesitant and then very receptive. I hope you're receptive. I think they make good sense for you. Here's number 1. If you don't know what to say, whether you're prospecting, doing lead follow-up, or presenting, you're going to be challenged in doing the job you have to do every day. In any business, part of the formula for succeeding is knowing what to say, because it's the interaction and the communication with people that causes real estate transactions to take place. Don't let anybody tell you that is not true. Don't let anybody tell you that you can do deals without talking to people. So I said, therefore, if you believe you have to talk to people, number 1, you have to know what to say. So I said to this young man, as you've all been told, download all the scripts, practice, rehearse, role play. Do it until they become part of who you are. They will be very uncomfortable when you start. Some of you are challenged today, working with me for months and years, still being challenged with the basic fundamentals of knowing what to say, because you won't take the time to practice those scripts. And I said, number 2, you have to know what to do. If you don't know what to do each hour of the day, then nothing's going to happen. You'll be caught up in that terrible, terrible situation, which is just wasting all your time. Now, I don't know how old you are. I don't know how much money you have behind you. I don't know, what that bank is that's funding your life. But if you don't do something in real estate, you can't last. That's all there is to it. You can't stay in the business. You have to know what to do. And those to-dos are those items that bring business to you or put you in an opportunity to do business on a regular basis. Then I said to him, number 3, we have to understand we are 100% involved in the people business. The interaction, the communication, the seeing, the face-to-face, being involved with people. Now, I have had people say to me time and time again, I really don't like people. Well, then I think you're in the wrong business. You should work at a mortuary. You should work in a library. You don't have to see people. You should be working in the file room of some big corporation where there's nothing but files and papers. We're in the people business. If we can't understand the importance of the interaction with people every day, which is why the texting, the tweeting, the emailing, and all the Facebooking and all the things that we do as a substitute for people get in the way. Then I said to him, word number 4 is the word communication. How well do you communicate? Do they understand what you're saying? Do you know how to ask questions? Do you know how to listen? Because that's part of communication. Can you ask questions to get them involved, to lead them on a path, to get them closer to the goal of buying or selling? Can you talk in a reasonable, I said, can you talk in a reasonable manner? Can you say things that trigger in them the desire to hear more of what you have to say? Communication. Then I said number 5 is the word image. And it's so fascinating that today, I believe the image that we carry out on the streets is as important as any part of the business we're involved in today. If we're not willing to commit to a professional business image, we have a challenge. I'm always amazed. You know, I have the good fortune of traveling virtually today all over the world doing seminars and going throughout the United States and Canada and Europe, and sometimes I'm appalled at the image that people bring thinking is professional. You know, I mean, to be sitting there in a seminar wearing jeans and a t-shirt, to be sitting there in shorts and a halter top. I mean, this is the kind of stuff we see every day. Come to a superstar retreat, you never see that because they understand the importance of image. Because see, what we have to understand, and I said to this young man, when you knock on a door for a 7 o'clock listing appointment and they open that door, many times they decide to list with you in the first 3 to 4 seconds based upon your image. So I know your image is to make yourself cool and to make yourself comfortable. And if they don't like the way I look, it's their problem. Yeah, no, it's not their problem. It's your problem. Because see, they're firing you before you have a chance to even get the job based on image. And then I said to him, number 6, mindset. Can you control that wonderful, powerful computer called a brain? Can you control it? Can you feed the right things into it? Because if you do, it dramatically affects your ability to perform. And our ability to perform is always based on one issue, and that is our mindset. Can you say, can you do you have up here the wherewithal to keep funneling good ideas into your head so you can respond on a positive basis? And then, of course, I said number 7, the word skills. Because we are in a skill-based business, the way a doctor, the way the attorney, the airplane pilot, the accountant is. There are certain skills in selling. Now, I understand the majority of people in real estate have no sales experience. I deal with this every day. I understand that. But if you're going to be a sales professional, there's skills that go with that. The skill of managing your time, the skill of lead generation, the skill of pre-qualifying, the skill of lead follow-up, the skill of presenting. These are all basic fundamental skills that go with any sales job. Try to get a sales job outside of real estate and you probably won't get the job because unless you can demonstrate the skills, they're not going to hire you. And then I said, action. He said, what do you mean? I said, are you willing to take action every day? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to get something to happen? And he asked an interesting question. He said, well, why wouldn't a realtor take action every day? I said, because they're independent contractors. They don't have to. And the average commission check is so big compared to their previous job. You know, for the average agent, if you do 1 deal a month, it's a lot of money. But the opportunity to do 4, 5, 7, 10, 15 a month is right there if you're willing to take action. Are you willing to take action and perform on a regular basis? And then I said number 9 is the hardest one of all. With all the stuff we have to do is maintaining a sense of humor. Laughing at yourself, looking at the errors, the mistakes, the things you say, looking backwards and saying, I can't believe I said that, but you did say it. And sitting in some of the circumstances we sit in and just kind of chuckling and smiling, breaking the tension on a listing presentation by saying something that might be a little bit more on the humor side by smiling at them. Watch, we know that the fastest way to relieve stress is through laughter. So I said to him, what to say, what to do, people, communications, image, obviously, mindset, skills, action, sense of humor. I wonder if you and I should be working on those for ourselves. I have a feeling we probably should. Thanks for watching. See you next week.